It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Wednesday, the 4th of May. I'm Michael Groff. A continuation of very dry conditions and temperatures warming up. In fact, by Friday or Saturday, our first triple-digit heat of the year is likely in here. But then as we move into next week, windy conditions start to come in and temperatures on the way down. Now, just how cool will it get? How windy will it be? And is there any hope, even the most minute chance, that we could see some precipitation along the way? Well, that remains to be seen. We will talk about it right now as we get into it here, looking at the almanac from yesterday. 93 degrees, the afternoon high. 68 was the morning low, the normal high. 90, the normal low, 66. Check out that record high of 109 set back in 1947. Oof. All right, as we take a look outside right now here at 8 a.m., we've got sunny sky across the valley sitting at 72 degrees at Sky Harbor. Dew points at 32, relative humidity 23%. Wind from the west-southwest at 3 miles per hour, and the barometer 29.85 inches and steady. The upper air look this morning shows an area of low pressure over Colorado, and that's going to create some opportunities for severe weather over the southern and central plain states as it moves east. We're on the backside of that system, so we have plenty of dry air advection, and that's just going to result in temperatures remaining pretty close to average today, but then a ridge builds in tomorrow, and that will facilitate the big warm-up where we will see our first triple-digit heat potentially by Friday and Saturday. The watch warning map, the big concern really out here across most of the west is fire danger with periods of breezy to windy conditions and low humidity. That's going to be the risk from now through probably much of the summer. The convective outlook for today, and once again, we've got the enhanced risk of severe storms, level 3 out of 5 from around Wichita Falls, Texas, up to Oklahoma City and some of the adjacent areas. The broader severe weather risk extends from West Texas all the way up into parts of Kansas, southwest Missouri, western Arkansas. Another marginal risk of severe storms for the Carolinas and Virginia. And here's a look at precipitation. This is valid through Wednesday morning of next week, and I know it's a broken record. No rain in the valley, nothing statewide, not much to talk about region-wide. There is a bit of a caveat to this, though, that we do have some forecast uncertainty to talk about as we go into next week. So we'll get into that right now as we take a look at modeling. Here we go. This is the GFS. It's the 06Z run. This is valid at 2 o'clock this afternoon. There's that area of low pressure headed for the plain states, some strong and severe storms to the east and southeast of that feature. We are under a dry west to northwesterly flow aloft, so you know what that means for us down at the surface today. Sunny sky, more of the same. Highs for most of us today, low 90s. Tonight, clear sky and with dry air, overnight lows drop in the upper 50s in the cooler pockets, generally in the mid 60s for us in the urban core, though. And then tomorrow, sunny sky, here comes the ridge, and here comes the warm-up, highs mid to upper 90s. On Friday, high temperatures, upper 90s to around 100 degrees. Some of our guidance is actually backed off about a degree or 2 degrees from where we were yesterday, but still, I think this is a legit chance we have of hitting 100 degrees, and if we don't do it Friday, we likely will on Saturday. Again, highs 97 to 101, the sky sunny, the air dry, some afternoon breezes. Speaking of breeziness, another round of that is likely on Sunday. We've got troughing developing well to the north and west of us, but recent model runs have really slowed down the evolution of this. So it does appear that Sunday is still going to be a pretty warm day with highs up in the mid 90s, sunny sky continuing, and those aforementioned afternoon breezes. All right, now here we go to Monday. The trough is very slowly working its way down the west coast into the Great Basin. And so we're going to see some precipitation well to the north of Arizona. Around here, breezy to locally windy conditions, especially over northern Arizona, but even here in the southern part of the state could see some 20 to 25 mile an hour wind gusts. And temperatures will finally be headed down as the upper heights start to plunge here. Highs probably mid to upper 80s for Monday. All right, now here we go to Tuesday, and this is where forecast uncertainty really starts to grow. The latest couple of runs of the GFS have gotten much deeper with this next system coming into the western states, both in its positioning further to the south and in terms of its height falls, now showing upper heights of down around 550 to 552 decameters at its center across Nevada and into parts of Southern California. And if that verifies, it would get very windy here on Tuesday. And yeah, this system has really good dynamics with it too. Look at those winds at the 500 millibar level. That's 18,000 feet off the ground, just screaming at 70 to 80 knots across the southwest. But despite the fact that it's got really good dynamics, guess what it lacks? As is often the case this time of year, moisture. These are precipitable water values for Tuesday afternoon, and you can see 0.41 inches at Phoenix, a little bit more of than that just to our south across parts of south central Arizona, northern Mexico. But this system just doesn't have any moisture. So it's got dynamics, and that could result in a couple of showers across northern Arizona and further to the north and west of us, certainly across the Intermountain West. But for us, yeah, this is probably just going to be a dry system with a few clouds. And looking at temperatures, just taking this at face value off the GFS, I mean, it's got a high temperature of 77 in here on Tuesday. I don't think it's going to get that cool. We've kept temperature forecasts a bit more conservative than that, but nevertheless, we'll watch this trend very carefully. And then the surface chart, again, you can see those thickness values really coming down, the winds really increasing as the pressure gradient tightens up. So Tuesday could wind up being a windy and much cooler day. For now, we've got high temperatures somewhere in the mid-80s. We may have to adjust those downward. All right, now here's a week from today. This is Wednesday, the 11th, and that trough continues to move through a very potent system, the old U-shaped component here. And once again, if this system had moisture, we would have to worry about the potential of strong or severe storms. We often see these kinds of configurations to these upper troughs in the fall. But again, not much moisture to be had, just an isolated shower or two up across northern Arizona, maybe some more precipitation further to the north. And temperatures would be headed down. Now, as we take a look at the broader view here across North America, high amplitude pattern. Look at that 591 ridge over the east, a real big warm-up, really the first big warm-up of the spring for the Great Lakes, the upper Midwest, and much of the east. So if that verifies, that's how that's going to play out. And then we have to watch that system off the southeast coast for a potential impact on the Atlantic seaboard. Then as we go out 10 days, this is Friday the 13th, and we've got another system coming in here to the west over the Pacific Northwest, the Northern Great Basin. So it looks like upper heights will again remain below average here across the southwestern states. So temperatures a little bit below normal for much of next week if this verifies. Looking at rainfall for Phoenix, and this is going out through the 18th of May off the GFS ensemble. You can pretty much forget about it. No chance of meaningful precipitation anytime soon. We'll watch that system next week, but it sure doesn't look like it. And temperatures off the national blend of models, yep, we're still looking at a potential of 100 here for Friday and Saturday, and then cooler weather next week, and maybe even cooler than what is shown here. And that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here tomorrow morning. If you enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe, like, share, click that notification bell, leave those comments, questions, and suggestions. Music fans, of course, you're going to be listening to my streaming station. It's called KMGX. We play a ton of music, have a lot of fun while doing that. I say we because it's a team effort here. It's myself and the one and only Michelle involved in the operation of that entity. So listen, because it makes me happy. It makes Michelle even happier, and happy Michelle is happy Mike, and happy Mike is happy weather video, and that means happy audience. See, we're all happy. All right, thank you so much for watching, all of your continued support. It is greatly appreciated. You guys be safe, stay cool, stay hydrated out there, and have yourselves an amazing Wednesday.